right, so here you go. You have your Detroit pizza. You got your pepperoni, Calabrian peppers, sauce. It looks good. Let's go ahead and get a cut in it. What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to my pizza channel. It's the Pizza Guy John, and today we're going to be making a Detroit style pizza in the Ooni Koda. I've done one in the Ooni Koda 12, but today I'm going to be doing one in the Ooni Koda 16. So let's go and take a look at the oven that we have preheating now for about 30 minutes. And we're looking about in the center, about 800, pretty close to 900 up front, which is where we're mainly going to be, close to 800, 700. 80, so that's perfect. So let's go and take a look at our toppings and our dough. So today we're going to be just doing a pepperoni with Calabrian peppers drizzled at the end. We're going to do some hot honey, give it some more sweetness, and of course we're just using some low moisture mozzarella and provolone cheese, and then of course going to go ahead and do some Parmesan, sprinkle that on top. So let's take a look at our dough here. And I did do a bigger dough not too long ago. I did about 500 grams, but I felt like that was too much, so I did cut it down to about 300 grams. So you can see that it's definitely airy. A little bit, a lot of oil in here, which is totally fine. But let's go ahead and just get this to the edges here. And just like any Detroit style, you want to go ahead and get the cheese. And you basically want to just be putting a lot of cheese, going towards the ends. So you get that crust. And I'm just going to kind of go heavy on this. Alright. Alright, and then we'll go ahead now and get our pepperonis down. And again, you could do as much pepperonis as you choose. So I'm just going to kind of do a line here. Do another line here. And then we'll do one more over here. And then right in the center, we'll do some of the Calabrian peppers. And these are good. They give off some sweetness, some fruitiness. So we'll kind of just put some dollops of that here. And then we'll also put our sauce down as well. Okay. So next, let's go ahead and get some of the Parmesan sprinkled on here. And comment down below if you've done a Detroit style pizza. And now the sauce, we'll just go ahead, put it where the Calabrian peppers, or actually let's go ahead and we'll just do it like this. And we'll get a little bit more here. All right, and we could get a little bit more Parmesan. And it will spread out. So let's go ahead and get this in the oven now. And we'll also turn down the oven too, right as we launch it in there. And it's gonna be a slow cook, so you wanna kind of just put it right here. And we'll turn that down a little bit more. And then if you have some gloves, which I can't seem to find mine, which is totally fine. If you have a pill, you could definitely use a pill to spin it, but you're kind of just doing maybe a minute on each side. As you can hear, it is cooking now, so we'll actually turn it down all the way low. And you can hear that oil from the peppers. I did put a little bit too much oil in there, which is all right, but that will cook it either way. So we'll give it about a minute or so on one side. And so we'll just kind of get this spun around here. And again, like I said, you're not cooking it all the way up front. You're kind of letting it cook towards the back and getting a little steamy. So again, it's just, you know, all that oil that you do put in there. So that's a lot of oil cooking. But that cheese is already melted, so that's good. Let's get it on this side now. And as you can see, these pans really get hot, so you know, it definitely is going to cook a lot, especially like I said, you know, I did put a little bit too much oil, which is, you know, causing an issue, you know, with that smoke coming out. So that's just, you know, the oil burning. Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll get this in now. And like I said, the cheese is melted, the sauce is spreading out. You know, the pepperonis are now, you know, cupping up, so that means, you know, they are definitely cooking. So we'll give it about another minute or so. So let's take a look at that. It's cooking again, like I said, the sauces. So we'll give it just another second or, you know, another minute or so. We'll just get it spun around here. Like I said, you're keeping it, you know, forward in the oven. You don't want to push it all the way back. So definitely a little bit easier to maneuver in the Koda 16 versus doing it in the 12. In the 12, I'd have to pull it out, spin it. Here, you know, there's so much room, there's so much top room as well, so that's the good part. Well, let's go ahead and finish this off here. And like I said, if you don't have a peel, you know, gloves are, you know, definitely preferable. But I think we're good, so I'm gonna let that cool right there. I'm gonna get it inside, so just bear with me 1 second. Alright, so you could smell that. Let's go ahead and get this inside. And we'll let this cool, and then we'll go ahead and pull that out. So now that we have this inside, as you can see, it's, you know, pretty hot. You definitely don't want to touch it. The pepperoni's got some burnt to it. Cheese is fully melted. The sauce is, you know, has spread out. So we're gonna let it cool down, and then we'll go ahead and pull it out. We'll take a look at the undercarriage, and then we'll again get some more sprinkled mozzarella on there real quick, and then we'll go ahead and get the hot honey. So we'll be back shortly. All right, so it's cooled down now. Let's go ahead and let's get this out. And so again, you just kind of want to get the edges here. And that cheese definitely did go all the way through, so you just kind of want to scrape it down. All right. So let's go ahead. Did get a little burnt on the edges, but totally fine. Let's get that in there. It smells really, really good, so that's a good sign. So as you can see, bottom didn't cook as good. It's definitely some spots are a little bit more brown than others. If you can see that, but it did definitely get cooked. So let's go ahead and get some hot honey on there. All right, we'll let it cool down just a little bit more, then we'll go ahead and get it cut and eaten. All right, so here you go. You have your Detroit pizza. You got your pepperoni, Calabrian pepper sauce. It looks good. Let's go ahead and get a cut in it. You can hear some crunch in there. So let's get the corner here. It's a little messy pizza, but let's take a look at this. So here's the crust, the pizza. Here's the bottom, nice, soft. So let's go ahead and get a bite. Yep, that's good. So you get the sweetness from the hot honey. The Calabrian peppers are good, nice and fruity and a little spicy to it. Sauce blends well with it. The melted cheese. This is just a good Detroit style pizza. So if you like what you see, like and subscribe to my channel. Turn on that bell notification to be notified whenever I am making new videos. Check out my Instagram at ThePizzaGuyJon, and we'll talk soon.